That was really
so
appropriate.
I love that the teepees are on, the teepees representing home. And I think that's something that whether you're an Indian or not, you can relate to that. Uh, Greg, when we were invited in and able to attend the Sweat Lodge and learn more about the culture and just what family and freedom represents to the natives, it's so important that that message come out. So the Peace Bridge there being the peacemakers, I think is just, it really encompasses and sets the stage, so to speak, that for all of us that are a part of Alberta 51. Greg, anything you want to add about that?
No, you guys are hitting on nice stuff here. What I just want to just kind of toss in is how the crest evolved, how the logo evolved from beginning to end. A lot of folks don't realize collaboration, like Carson's talking about, where I will call him for a specific project. And this one was, hey, want to do a hockey crest, and it's going to be a tribute to Alberta, and of course, Alberta 51, a freedom movement. A movement in celebrating peace and freedom, and as he says, direction moving forward. And just you touched on the teepees. It was so interesting because this is what evolves. We had gone through at least 5 or 6 drafts of this, as artists and producers do. And the teepees, there are 3 teepees, which you'll see if once folks get a graphic on it above the Peace Bridge. And that was a direct collaboration with the Indians up there because Carson had done some pretty cool shading on it. But I talked to the Indians up there and they said, kind of, let's go with teepees or the home front. And that's where I learned, Val, that's where I learned how important the home front and family and tradition and culture are to the Indians. I knew that, but it took kind of Carson drawing it and bringing it to life. And what's cool, there are 3 teepees that are in red at the front, and then there's shadowing behind it. The Indian nation up there recognized this as the true pioneer 1800s teepees, and the shadowing representing really the past and present of the home front in Alberta, not just the Indians, but as you say, Val, all the citizens, how important the home front and family and freedom and, yes, faith is to all of us. And in a really cool way, Carson captured that and a number of other things on the crest. So that's just what I wanted to interject, is how much kind of behind the scenes and stuff that evolves in any piece of art. And the beauty about this is it evolved into a real, I call it a masterpiece. Just he put it together just beautifully. And the more we discuss it on the air, the more I am even appreciating his artwork there. So there you go. Back to you, Val.
Oh, it's so beautiful. I